All right, kind of going over a little bug stuff. I'm trying not to make this too long. I'm not really trying to bore the crap out of everyone. I did a review on the off, which is pretty nice. This is the newer one. You can see it's much more smaller. It uses different batteries. It's a pretty nice unit. I've only tested it a little bit. We're obviously still in winter, so I haven't. I assume it works the same. It takes the same cartridges, but for ultralight, that's ridiculous. First of all, you'd have to carry batteries for it. You know, it's not uncommon to see someone carry an entire jug of 100% DEET. More than likely, what you'll see is some of these smaller little spritzers out here. I haven't tried it yet, but I've been thinking about just using the clip-on refills without the fan blowing on them, and just hanging them up in various areas and using the wind and the air around us, because these don't weigh anything at all. They're very lightweight, so that's an option you may look into. Some of these Sportsman wipes, if you take them out, you can actually dry them and then just add a little bit of water or sweat from your body and rehydrate them and get the DEET on there. It's nice because they're 25% DEET. The 100% DEET is really kind of hazardous with a lot of synthetic gear, so I do tend to go with those. Another great way is have a head net to keep them off your head. This thing weighs nothing, has multiple uses, especially with shelter, depending on what kind of tarp shelter you're using. Head nets are invaluable. If you treat your clothes with permethrin, you use a little bit of DEET, not much, on exposed skin areas, and then you wear a head net, or even some of the treated clothing that's out there with permethrin. Really, that's kind of the best lightweight option. Treat your clothing, have a head net, and you should be all right. As an avid hiker, I enjoy night hikes. It's surprising the amount of folks on the Pacific Crest Trail that don't utilize night hikes quite as much. It's not uncommon to find me even wearing this headlamp. I really like it, but it's bulky. It's going to add to the amount of batteries that I'm going to need, and most thru hikers will pick a lighter option. There are some of these little twist lanterns. This little guy is kind of neat. It really weighs nothing, but it has a small solar on there. I did take the ring off, but it's a very anemic light. A great option, a little bit heavier than the other ones, is that crank light that I've shown in a lot of my older videos. It's a small little keychain LED, brighter than you'd think it is, and you know, you just crank it. You never have to replace batteries. Even those little watch batteries kind of get cumbersome. They're a little bit expensive, and then you got to ship them around and lose them in your pack. Kind of the leading light, this is, and I'm going to forget the name of it, and it probably doesn't say on there. Well, it doesn't. These little keychain lights, this thing is insanely bright. It does have a high and a low, and then even goes to a strobe beacon that the camera's having a hard time pick up. I find these very useful when everyone has a different color, just to find people when you're night hiking. Just a little thing on your pack kind of identifies where people are. This one I have absolutely loved. It's the larger LED diode that's on there, and this was part of that survival kit that I got a while ago on one of my old reviews, and that thing is insane. They're about the same brightness, but you know, having a small light would be nice. You could easily velcro this to the top of your hat and catch the sun all day and have something that when you get back to camp. Being that I do like night hiking, my thought process is bringing a small PD-20, the Phoenix, with just the lightweight headband. A couple reasons behind it. I actually enjoy not just using the headband, but because this just interweaves into any webbing, I enjoy putting this on my shoulder strap, and so I don't have anything around my head. And so basically this just fits in here. It only takes one CR123s. The batteries are pretty light, but it all depends on my water. If that's the only thing I need, a CR123, I probably won't bring it. But if I'm thinking about bringing a stereo pen, which we covered in water, then I probably will, so that I have a backup for either.